Hey everybody, welcome to another installment of Brad Cook Stuff. This week, I'm in the mood for pork. That's right, pork. Pork. I want pork. So, I'm going to make myself a lovely balanced meal, but with a heavy dose of pork. Anyway, let's take a look at the ingredients and see what we're working with. Pork! Here are the ingredients for tonight's dish. We have a can of jalapeno Spam, a can of cut green beans, and a large potato. All right, that's basically the main ingredients. Let's go ahead and see to this potato first. This potato may be big, but it's also kind of dirty. I want to wash it off, and we're going to peel this sucker. All right, that seems to be enough. Let's go ahead and clean this up and then chop up the potato. All right, let's chop this sucker up. All right, that should be enough. Let's go ahead and get these into the slow cooker. I got my crockery here. Put these potatoes in. Next, we sprinkle some parsley over top of these. Get a decent amount. There we go. Next, we put in some real bacon bits. Get a generous amount of these. Finally, we put in 2 big chunks of butter. Okay, these will actually take a few hours. So we're going to go ahead and set these ahead of time, and then we'll come back and do the rest of the dish. All right, so we're going to put in this can of green beans into my saucepan. Can opener going here. There we go. And I'm going to put in a package of sabor de jamón. That's right, some ham flavoring, because nothing makes green beans taste better than a little bit of ham or ham flavoring. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and heat these up. Next, I'm going to pull the Spam out of this can here. Oh. Right. All right, we're going to slice this up into easy to fry pieces. There we go. All right. That should be all right. So, we're not quite ready to fry this yet, but we have it ready to fry. So, we're just going to wait until these beans finish, and then we'll swap it out with our frying pan. Meanwhile, our green beans seem to be doing pretty well. I went ahead and turned the heat down a little bit, and I think this will be ready pretty shortly. All right, these beans seem to be done. So, we're going to swap them out with our Spam. Turn this back up a little bit. Let's flip these over. Ooh. Yeah, these are definitely coming along nicely. All right, let's flip these over one more time. Ooh. Definitely smell good. I think this is basically done. All right, I'm going to take this off of here. Finally, let's take the potatoes out of the slow cooker. Take a look here. Those look good. So I'm going to put in some adobo seasoning to make sure that these are properly seasoned. Oh man, these smell nice and buttery too. All right, let's put these into a container and make ourselves some dinner. All right, moment of truth. I have here a bowl with some green beans flavored with ham flavoring, some potatoes flavored with parsley and bacon bits, and finally, some fried jalapeno Spam. The whole thing is extremely pork-like. And so, we're going to have a little bit here. First, oh, it all smells good, but I want some of these potatoes that I slow cooked for like hours. Seriously, it's been like 3.5 hours maybe. Oh, those are very good. Nice and tender and flavorful. Let's try some green beans. Oh, oh, nice and hammy. All right, and finally, a bit of this jalapeno Spam. Of all the things in this bowl, the Spam is the one that, of course, has the strongest pork flavor. But everything in here tastes pretty good. Let's get a little bit more of the potato and some green beans in one bite. There we go. Okay, that is excellent. Those potatoes cooked very nicely, and with the butter and parsley and bacon bits, yeah, they came out very nice. Nice and soft. As for the green beans, you know I'm a fan of canned green beans, and if you add some sabor de jamon, it just tastes better. Well, of course, the jalapeno Spam is the big one. So here's the thing. Everything in this bowl is pork related, which means there are plenty of people out there who cannot eat this either due to dietary restrictions, religious restrictions, or simple personal choice. But if you like pork, all of this stuff is very good and it fits together very well. I mean, first of all, you've got your carbohydrates, you got your vegetables, fiber, and finally, you have your protein. Now, the big concern is sodium. Everything in this bowl is high in sodium. Spam obviously has a crap load of sodium. The green beans that I added a whole bunch of ham flavoring to basically added a lot of sodium. And of course, the potatoes with all the extra stuff, yeah, that's sodium. So, if you need to cut down on sodium, this is not the dish for you. If sodium is something that is okay, then this is exactly what you're looking for because it has a little bit of everything you need and it's delicious. So, I have a handful here in the bowl, which I'm going to finish before I go to bed, and I've got a fair amount left that I'm going to store in the same bowl, and I can parcel that out, take it to work, or whatever. As always, appreciate you guys stopping in, and we'll see you in the next video.